Good morning to all. I am Rajavelu, Department of History, Alagappa University, Karaikudi. I am happy to invite you for the second webinar of our department. Already we have seen the fundamental of Indian epigraphy. Today we are going to see the introduction to Indian architecture. It gives some idea on the fundamental of Indian architecture. There is a saying in Tamil, do not live in a village, there is no temple. So, India is a hub of monumental wealth in the form of temples, Buddhist viharas, Jaina chaityas, Jaina monastery, and followed by the Muslim architecture and by the British. Today we are going to see only the Indian architecture, that too the temple architecture, the basic forms of temple architecture. The Indian Shilpa Shastra generally recognize the three types of Indian temple styles. They are Nagara, Dravida and Vesara. These are the vague descriptions on the styles, but we do not have any definite forms in these three forms. Generally, it denotes the geographical locations. They have some specific shapes and features also. The term Nagara, generally we have the temples of North India. The temples beyond Vindhyas up to the Himalayas, we have the form of temples. They were known as Nagara type. That is, between Vindhyas and Himalayas, we have large number of temples. It is under the theme of Nagara. This kind of temples, we have quadrangle from base to Kalasa. That is square in shape. The term Dravida mainly denotes the temples in Tamil Nadu. But geographically, it is between the Krishna river of Andhra to Kanyakumari to the end of Indian subcontinent, south of Indian subcontinent, particularly the ancient Tamilagam. The term Vesara is a admixture of two forms, combine of two forms, Nagara and Dravida. The temples from Vindhya to Krishna are coming under the Vesara types. These are the general divisions of our Indian temple architecture. The shape of the temples, we are going to see that the Nagara, that is North Indian temples, generally square in shape, square sectioned temple, whose sigara is of the Reka sigara, that is Reka type, surmounted by Amalaka Sila sometimes. The Dravida type of temples, mostly in Tamilagam, between the river Krishna and Cape Comorin, they are in octagonal or circular diagnostic sigara with Kudu and Sala Panjara features. From bottom to top, it is in diminishing orders. The term Vesara denotes combination of the above two types, Nagara and Vesara. Generally, the Gajaprastha type or the apsidal type or the U-shaped plan are known as Vesara type of temples. The U-shaped plan rear in the is a semicircle combined with square arch shoe shaped Gajaprastha or elephant shaped. So we have come across in the Chalukya region and Andhra, Karnataka in some of the temples in Tondai Mandalam too in Tamil Nadu. The Silpa Sastras do not provide clear picture on the about three types. One can find all the varieties in some places, particularly Mamalabram. We have this kind of all the kinds of the Dravida, Nagara and Vesara types of temples within the complex of Mamalabram in the Panjapandava Pradas. The features of Nagara style. The Nagara temple has always in square plan with a number of graduated projections in the middle of each side. These projections give it a cruciform or square shape. In its elevation, it has a gradual inclined increase convex curve and forms a vimana, that is Sigara. They looks like a vertical lines in elevation. The vimana in general has a feature of prominent vigorous unbroken outline of the vimana. It is known as Reka Shigara. The cruciform plan and curvilinear tower are considered to be the fundamental features of Nagara style. A circular and fluted stone adorned on the top of Vimana, which is known as Amalaka. Amalaka in Tamil, that is Nallikai. This is the significant feature of Nagara style of North Indian temples. There may be sculpted niches of regular buttresses in regular intervals on the body of the sanctum itself, which served as the body of the tower. The temples of Nagara style, termed variously as Reka curvilinear. Reka means curvilinear, Latina, single curvilinear spire, Egandaha, the single spire. The Amalaka stone is generally inseparable component in the Nagara style. There may be sculpted niches or regular. The sculpted niches carried up to the body of the tower. This is the essential feature of the Nagara style in North India. In this picture, you can see the principal segments of a Reka Sigara. This is the North Indian type. We have it starts from Papaka in the ground level and Kalasa at the top. In elevation, it exhibits a Vimana, that is Sigara, gradually inclined increase in a convex curve. The projections in the plan are also vary upwards to the top of the Sigara, and there is a strong emphasis on vertical lines in elevation. The feature and the prominence and the vigorous unbroken outline of the Vimana you can see here. This is a Reka Sigara. In spite of the elaborations and modifications in different localities, the cruciform plan and curvilinear tower are considered to be the Nagara style in North India. They are the fundamental features of the Rekashigara. You can see the various components here. It starts from, that is Pada, consisting of various components, starting from Papaka, Talajanka, Bandhana, and upper Janka. Then the next top is, that is Kandi, and the last one, that is Kalasa portions, we have Amalaka, that is Nilikai. Then the top portions we have Kalasa. This is the feature of our North Indian temple. This is known as Nagara style. You can see the clear picture of that. This is another type of Nagara style. We have, that is, it starts from Papaka, that is in Pada portions we have so many components. This Papaka, then Talajanka and Bandhana, then Ubarjanka and Baranda. Then the Gandhi portion is, we have Pidas, and the again the second Pidas are here. Then Begi, that is in Tamil Nadu we have the, that is a Griva portion. Then Chanda, that is the Mastaka portions. We have the Mastaka portions on the top. It consists of various components. Starts from Begi, Chanda, then Amala Begi, then Amala, that is Nilikai we have, then Aburi and Kalasa. These are the components of Nagara style of temple in North India. The Dravida style, the Silpa text says that the Vimana is octagonal shape or sometimes hexagonal. Hexagonal is very rare. We have some temple we have in Tamil Nadu. From the neck to top or from the base to the top. Sometimes only the Sigra portions in the Dravidian style, or from top to bottom, from Adhisthana to up to Stubi. We have the Dravida style. Practically, we come across the rule in Dravidian order of temples in Tamilakam. So, it is very much available in Tamil Nadu from Krishna river to Cape Komari. The plan of the Dravida temple is, the inner square chamber we have the Garbhagriha. In front of the Garbhagriha we have the vestibule, that is Antarala, joined with a Ardha Mandapa, and again the Muga Mandapa, Maga Mandapa, and enclosure with a covered wall and roof over it, serving as circular passage, that is Pradakshina Pada. If you go to the temple, you can find out the circular passage in the Garbhagriha itself. The earliest Garbhagriha we were in Kailasanatha temple at Mamalapuram. That is the earliest representation of a circumambulatory passage. That is Pradakshina Pada. Trichuttu Maligai. The pyramidal Vimana is a special feature of Dravida style, which consists of Karna Kudu. So we have the Kudu on the corner of the tower and the Garbhagriha, the superstructure of the Garbhagriha. We have the Karna Kudu in the corners, that is square in shape, and in the center we have the Sala. It is a wagon ward roof and rectangular in shape. The Sala, in between the Sala and Kudu, Karna Kudu, we have a Panjara. The inside the between the Kudu, the Karnakudu and Sala. This Tala runs into multiplication. The same features runs towards the top in diminishing order. This Tala runs into multiplication up to Griva portion in diminishing order, which looks like a pyramidal roof, pyramidal shape. The external wall have niches by plasters, which are the special feature of the style. The niches, that is Madakuri, for the purpose of demigods or Parivara Devadas within the temple complex itself, in order to house them in the niches in the early days. Madakuri or niches within the Garbhagriha wall itself. The convex roll cornice with Chaitya window motif we have in the Dravidian order. Demarcating each tala and little pavilions around the upper stories can be seen in the Dravidian temple. The Garbhagriha attached with a vestibule, I have mentioned already, the vestibule is the joining portion of the between the Garbhagriha and Ardhamandapa, that is known as Antrala in Sanskrit, that is Idaikadi in Tamil, joined with the Ardhamandapa and followed by Magamandapa and Mukhamandapa. The Sigara, the Dravidian Sigara, may have some variations in Dravida Vimana. Sometimes it is in square or circular or octagonal or rectangular or oval. Octagonal and hexagonal Sigaras are typical Dravidian features. Generally, we have come across large number of temples. We have octagonal and hexagonal Sigaras. Hexagonal is very rare in Tamil Nadu. Some temple we have, it's not much. We have hexagonal type of Vimanas. The Pallava rocket chambers at Mahabalipuram has all the types of Vimana. The Panjapandava Rathas. We have the ancient Tamilagam, the hut-shaped roof for the Durga. It looks like a kudil. It is hut like a Gudisai. And we have the Dravidian type of style and the rectangular type of rocket chamber for the purpose of Vishnu, and the Chaitya type of Gajaprasad temple we have in monolithic Radhas, that is Radhasiva Sagadeva Radha, that is a Gajaprasad type style. This is the Vimana type of Dravidian style. So the base we have it is known as Adhisthana. The Adhisthana consists of the Jagadi, then Kumudam, various formations are there in the Adhisthana itself. If you want to raise the elevation of the Vimana, they will add another Upapeda below the Adhisthana. In the Pragadishwara temple, we have the Upapeda. This is a Chandara type of temple. It is 216 feet height. Then the next portion above the Adhisthana, we have Padam, and above that we have Prastaram. Then the Ara is there in the form of Sigara, the Karnakudus and Salas. In the form of Ara we have. Then we have the Griva portions, that is Kaduthu, then Sigara. This is the Dravidian form. So it is a two-tier Vimana and three-tier Vimana. We have the Suganasi in front of the east side. Then we have Kalasa on the top. So each tala is consisting of Karnakudus, Panjaras, Salas, Panjaras and Karnakudus. And it runs in diminishing order in each talas. So this is the basic elements of Dravidian style in Tamil Nadu. Generally, the human body is considered to be the Vimana of Dravidian style. So these are the Sanskrit terms of our human body. The Adhisthana is the Padam, that is the Adhisthana is the base. Then the Pada is the Kal portions, Kal, then Kaduthu like that, then Mudi like that it goes. This is the various types we have in Mamalabram. This is Panchapandava Radha. We have the earth-shaped temple for Durga, for goddess. And again the Dravidian form of temple we have. The next one is Vaganwa troop, and again we have the Dharmaraja Radha on the southern side of the monuments. We have Dharmaraja Radha. It is also Dravidian, and we have the Chaitya type, that is Vesara type of temple, or it is known as Sagadeva Radha. So the elephant is also denotes that it is a Gajaprashta temple. The Gajaprashta is the ancient form introduced by the Buddhist. This is the Chaitya model. The Chaitya is generally in U-shape. The external wall, we have niches by plasters. The plasters on the both sides. Plasters means off pillars. Plasters, which are the special feature of the style in Tamil Nadu or in Dravidian style. The niches, we have the gods and goddesses. In order to accommodate them, the niches provided for this purpose. The convex roll, cornice with Chaitya window motif, demarcating each tala, and little pavilions around the upper stories can be seen. The pavilion will be there in the upper stories. The Garbhagriha attached with a vestibule, that is Antrala or Idaikadi in Tamil, joined with a Artha Mandapa and followed by Magamandapa and Mugamandapa. So we will come across all the types within the Vimana in Tamil Nadu itself. You see this is the temple of Amirdagadeshwara at Melakadambur in Kadalur district. This is the combination of square like a chariot wheel. You can see there. The base is a square in shape, and the octagonal in the first floor in the Prastara portions, in the wall portions, and the Sigra is in circular. So within the Vimana, you can come across the combination of square, octagonal and circular. This is the beautiful temple of medieval Cholas. Generally, our Dravidian temple encircled by pragara walls with corridors and the immense gopuram or gateways. Though the gopurams are added in the later period, so during the time of Pandyas, later Pandyas and the Vijayanagara rulers, they built many gopurams in the entrance of the temples. But we have come across the earliest gopura style at Kailasnatha temple itself of Pallava period, Rajasimha second period. We have the earliest gopuram in the Kailasnatha temple itself. During early Chola period, one can see the amalgamation of types Sigara at Kodupalur and Kirapalur. They are square, the same type of all the types. We have separate temple at Kodumbalur and Kirapalur. These places were ruled over by the subordinates of Cholas. They are the contributions of the subordinate city kingdoms, the Kodumbala chiefs as well as the Kerapalur Palvetariyar contributions are there. We have the square type of science temple, octagonal temple and circular temple as we find in the Mamalapuram of the Chola period. The Sigaras within the same complexes, all the Sigaras shapes we have in these two places, Kodumbalur and Kedapalur. Melakadumbur, within the Vimana itself, they have shown all the three shapes of temple sides. This is the Melakadumbur temple of chariot type. Then the last ones we have Vesaram. There is Vesara type. It is a corrupt Sanskrit form of Divi Asara, which means two angular. It has two angles in front of the round part. It is known as in Tamil Tunganai Madakovil, Gajaprashta or upsidal plan. The earliest Chaitya forms we have this kind, the Vesara type. Most of the Chaityas are in this style or in these forms. Purna Baitra Swami temple at Nagajakonda is the earliest upsidal Hindu temple in South India. Then we have Mamalapuram, that Sagadeva temple. Sagadeva temple, we have the Vesara type. Then Durga temple at Patadakal, Aigole. This is Aigole, not Patadakal. Durga temple at Aigole. Then we have Sagadeva Radha at Mamalai, fine examples of these type. Then we have in many temples in Tondai Mandalam during the time of later Pallavas and the Cholas, we have the Gajaprasad temple or the Vesara type of Vimana, particularly the Devara Tiruthalangal in Tondai Mandalam. Most of the Devara Tiruthalangal in Tondai Mandalam, we have this type, Tirumulai Vail, Padi, Puram, Tirutani. They are all Pallava period. Many temples in and around Chennai region, nearly 80 and above, we have this kind. We don't have any Gajaprasad temple above Kaveri. The above, that is on after Kaveri, the southern side of Tiruchirappalli or Madurai region, we don't have this kind of Vesara. This is Gajaprasad temple. We don't have anywhere in the south of Tamil Nadu. Then we have the temple of Pallavas. We have the same kind of Gajaprasad temple. We have in Varagadam, Tirukazhkundram, Kanjipuram, etc. Generally, when the architect used to construct the temple, he will look all the features, even he will see the land formations, everything he will see, and after that only on the base of Silpa Sastra and all the base of Vastu, accordingly they will construct the temple. The architect follows the rules of Vastu and Sastras. Accordingly, the temple have been constructed. An inscription from Uttaramerur records the construction of the temple. Accordingly, the rules of Vastu prescribed in the text. It is mentioned in the inscription itself. The entire temple as well as the village built on the basis of the Vastu. It is mentioned in the Pallava record in the temple of Uttarameru itself. So we have a large number of architect names in the temple precincts itself. So they follow the rules of Vastu as well as Sastras. The architect name was engraved on the base of the temple, who was well versed in Vastu. It is mentioned in the inscription itself. It is there. You can see the inscription. It mentions the name of the architect. He is well versed in Vastu. Parameswarana Agadoye Vastuno Bhaskara. It is there in the Sanskrit language written in Grantha characters. In the next class, we are going to see the other forms of temples, particularly regional wise temples as well as the dynastic wise temple in the next classes. Thank you very much.